Good morning. How's everyone doing today? Oh, just woke up in the forest. I don't know if you can hear the birds chirping, but it's super peaceful. Today we're going to go and talk about landscape photography. We'll talk about a few little things that I do to really help you just take your landscape photography to the next level. So today we're going to do the waterfall circuit here in Cairns. It is stunning. I know we've got some beautiful things to shoot, but first I'm going to make a coffee because, well, I need coffee, and that's, a thing I need to do every single day. I haven't got a kettle yet, which is fun. Oh shit, that's hot. Right, now that that's sorted, let's get on the road, shall we? That waterfall is unreal. Look at this thing. Wow, it's just like beating down past. Shooting at high noon, I wasn't overly stoked at, but turns out to be a perfect time to shoot this waterfall. And I'm just gonna get wet. It's like I'm wet for the day now. Never keep my shoes dry. But anyway, so what I'm going to start with here is I'm just going to scout the area like I usually do and find a good spot to set up a shot, basically. So when I'm doing this, I'm going to think about the foreground and the background and how they're going to complement each other. I can see some little fern looking things down here. They're looking back over at the waterfall. Do a bit of focus stacking so that the bottom's sharp, background sharp, and just get that light coming through. So with this frame, I'm trying to think about how the viewer is going to actually look at this image. So I've got a focus point coming down this side of the frame and then another focus point at the bottom there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus stack, so I'm going to focus on the background and then I'm going to focus on the foreground and blend those together in Photoshop. I've got a tutorial that I'll link up here somewhere that shows you how the process of doing that. But for now, let's fire up the shot and see what we can get from this. While that's exposing, I might also add that I've got ND filter on the front, doing a long exposure, so it's a 10-second exposure. I'm going to do 3 of those and then blend those together. So next, I'm going to talk about framing. We're going to dive into the bush a little bit. Oh, little lizards. We're going to dive into the bush a little bit here. Okay. This is probably a silly idea, but I'm going to try and climb up that mess to get a different kind of frame of this waterfall. I want to use the natural, should not be doing this with no hands free. I want to use some natural framing to frame this waterfall. So I'm just going to wander around for a little bit and find a spot that I can use for it. Put you down real quick. Alright. This isn't working really well. I'm holding 2 cameras. Hold on. Looking better. Too high. Now to get down without falling. Everything's cool. Well, everything's fine. Cool. Stay. Oh, these roots are so slippery. We'll get the shot though. Alright. I've kind of got a frame here. Just stay on them. Alright. So what I'm looking for here, a picture of the waterfall in the center, and then I've got like leaves and trees and ferns and everything framing the image. So using the natural features that I can see around here, even if it's a nightmare to get to it, just to enhance the photo. So instead of like a vignette on a photo, I use the natural features. So that was the first image. The second image, I want to get closer to the actual leaves so that they're more blurred out and they're less distracting to the actual image. When there's a lot of like things going on, it kind of distracts you from the actual focal point of the image. Whereas when the leaves are bigger and they're like more like blurring things out, that's good. Let's just take a photo. So just quickly, the settings I've got right now, I'm shooting at ISO 100, f4 and 13 seconds with a 10-stop ND circular polarizer so that I can restrict the amount of light that's coming in so I can get that waterfall silky smooth. Might head down a little bit because up's terrifying. It's a hot mess when it comes to doing this. Let's rip down. Oh, motherfucker. Fuck, I landed right on a rock. Save the cameras though. Oh, that actually really fucking hurt. Sorry guys, we're done here for a little bit.
Okay, don't move and let me, yeah, it's photo.
Alright.
I reckon.
Well, that sucked. I'm all patched up now though. New shirt on because there was blood all over the other one. Not my best moment, but whatever, it happens. This time around, I'm going to show you how I would set up a scene and then kind of tweak little parts of it. So I'm going to set up a frame and then I'm going to manipulate what's in the frame. We'll get to that. I'll show you exactly what I mean in just a second. Let's go for a little walk though. Just cruising down now. It is super slippery on this trail as well, but it looks like it's going to be worth it. Just stitching me up, aren't you? Just cleaned up my wound and now you bring me down this nightmare of a trail. Yeah, this is worth it. This is unreal. This is way bigger than the last waterfall.
Yeah, monster.
I'm gonna put the camera down for a second before I fall down again. As usual, first thing I do when I get to a location is kind of scout out and check out all different kind of angles before I settle in and do some like really low exposures. This looks like it could be a spot. It looks a little sketchy though, so why am I doing this again? This is just asking for trouble. I'm gonna put you down real quick. Okay. It's just been raining, so there's no one here. This place is unreal. Let's go take some photos. So essentially what I'm doing here is just kind of giving nature a little bit of a helping hand and adding a bit more colour to the bottom of the frame. So I've got this blown out section above us and then beautiful, just a beautiful foreground, but it was very black. So just to add it a little bit of colour, just to add a little bit more to that photo. From there, I'm going to throw my trusty 10-stop circular polarizer on and fire off the shot. Alright guys, I hope that was helpful. Just a few things to think about when you're taking landscape photos. It does make a little difference. Just all those little things make such a difference. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything that you do that would help me or help anyone else that's reading the comments. That would be super helpful. Also, don't forget to like, it does help, and subscribe if you aren't already. I guess I'll see you guys next week. Probably gonna head out to the islands. Peace out guys, I'll see you soon. Oh, I just hit the fucking lens with my ring, you dumbass.